It's Presenter Search on 3, proudly brought to you by Capitec and Mac Cafe.
Our top 10 are about to arrive for their very first set of elimination challenges. After all of their hard work, bloopers and retakes, one contestant will be sent home. Welcome to Presenter Search on 3.
Located on the banks of the majestic Vaal River, the Emerald Resort and Casino plays host to the first Top 10 challenge.
We walk into the foyer and it is amazing. It is beautiful, it's stunning.
This place is a 4-star? Should be a 5-star. Have you seen it?
I love this place. It's right out in nature. It's right on the Vaal River, and Nature Boy, this is perfect for me.
First of all, I get my own room. Second of all, there's gang Wi-Fi that's on like 20 megahertz of speed.
This room is a home away from home. It's beautiful. I can't believe I'm not sharing with anyone.
The room looks so warm and cozy. All I want to do is jump on the bed. Sweet dreams are made in rooms like these.
Before they get too comfortable, contestants are brought to the pool for their very first Top 10 briefing.
Hello, Top 10. Welcome to Emerald Resort and Casino. Now, I'm sure you're all very eager and excited to find out what you're going to be challenged to do. Lots of ideas going on in your minds. I'm going to put you out of your misery right now. As you walked in, I'm sure you saw the envelopes on the little green table. I want you, please, Harmony, to pick one up and pass them along, each of you selecting an envelope. In each of these envelopes will be your challenge.
There's like a knot in my throat just thinking of what my challenge is going to be.
I'm nervous about my brief because I'm now thinking about all the stuff that I don't want to do. Like anything that's water, because I'm looking at my hair and I'm like, what if I need to like swim or something?
What I can tell you is that it's all about a lifestyle insert.
Lifestyle segments, yes, this is what I love on Top Billing. I've been watching this for years, and I hope I make them proud.
Now, you've seen these on the various television shows that you're competing for. This is when a presenter goes out and has a brand new experience on camera. The idea is to take your viewer on this special journey with you, with all of the things that you have been given as talent. So if it's your humor, use it. If it's your looks, use them. If it's the way that you connect with people, use that too. So let's find out now what your specific challenges will be. Open up your envelopes.
I know nothing about climbing walls. So at the very least, it's going to be authentic.
Animal world, me. I hate animals.
Shannon's got my card. He's got all the things that I want to do. The idea of actually interacting with, reptiles, snakes, monkeys, I'm not sure how to feel.
I look across at Ryle, and what does he get? Obviously, he gets the aquadome because he has abs. What do I get? Putt-putt and 10-pin bowling. Why? Because I'm the funny one.
I get aquadome. Yes, please. This is my element. As a lifeguard, this is something I thrive on, so I cannot wait.
My envelope says sunset cruise and an interview with a celebrity. My favorite things to do.
A river celebration, rowing and drumming. They know me.
I've heard a few things about Parys before, but I've never been there, so I'm really excited to go and see what it's all about.
My challenge is a game drive, which is a literal walk in the game park.
Bush lodges, I've seen them being featured on Top Billing a couple times. Now it's time to put a little harmony spice on that.
For their very first challenge, each contestant must present a local travel segment showcasing facilities at the resort.
Our very own Aquaman, Ryle takes on the perfect winter water park in the epic Aquadome.
Up first, Ryle must find a unique angle to relate his experience to the viewers.
As soon as I saw I got the aquadome, I immediately felt like a kid again, and I thought, hey, why don't I just go with that theme? Hello world, it's the Presenter Search on 3. My name is Ryle and we are here at the Aquadome at the Emerald Resort and Casino. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm about to become a kid again and experience one of the biggest indoor water worlds in the country.
All eyes are on Ryle as the other contestants get into their swimwear and enjoy the show from the sidelines while sizing each other up.
Seeing all the other contestants, including the 2 new wild cards, which is my love handles, is very interesting. Everyone else looks so great.
The ladies are looking fabulous in their bikinis, but the guys, there's some talent going on in the top 10.
Oh, I knew the guys with the abs were going to take their tops off and flaunt their bodies about. I'm really irritated by all of this. It's really, like, annoying.
I mean, is it my fault that I really put a lot of work into this before I got here? I'm just hoping it doesn't distract the guys from their challenge. Believe it or not, we are right in the middle of winter. But not only is this place climate controlled, the water is warm too. So for a Cape Town boy like me, it's absolute magic. Let's go. Honestly, nothing's really going wrong. It seems quite suspicious, to be honest with you, but I'm enjoying this too much to care.
Perhaps his laid-back style has rubbed off on the other contestants, but while they enjoy their time off, Ryle still has a job to get done.
The lazy river's cool, whitewater challenge is impressive, but you cannot go to a water park and not do their biggest slide. I haven't done this in years, I cannot wait. Let's go. Was I supposed to? I thought we were doing a drive first. I nailed that entire length, waxed it, comes down to the slide and I don't go. Come on, idiot. The lazy river's cool, the whitewater challenge is impressive, but you cannot go to a water park and not do their biggest challenge. I haven't done this in years, I cannot wait. Let's do it. What a vibe! Woo! It's like being thrown around a warm washing machine. I'm definitely doing this again. I've had way too much fun on my own and I think it's time to step it up a bit. So I think I'm going to challenge the biggest kid in the dome. So I can definitely say this place has made me feel like a kid again. I even got challenged by the biggest one out here on the block. So excuse me while I sort this out.
I'm still standing undefeated. I'm waiting for any takers. Come at me, guys.
King of the world! Guys, thanks for joining me out here at the Aquadome. If you didn't experience it enough, you've got to get down here yourself. For me, Ryle, have a great day. Cheers. Woo! I loved the experience. I think it was perfectly suited for me. I kind of just felt like I was in a flow state, just enjoying myself. I kind of even forgot the cameras were there, to be honest.
Coming up, Shannon bowls over the competition and Fez plays Spider-Man.
If you do just one thing this year, bank better in 2018 with Capitec.
Fezile shows off his rock-hard abs on the resort's rock climbing wall. It's all good and well to play Spider-Man, but can you do it on camera? Let's find out.
When trying to get away from the general hubbub of life, some people enjoy a more relaxing getaway filled with spa treatments and body wraps, while the rest of us enjoy an adrenaline-infused, pupil-dilating, high-octane experience.
I'm really struggling to give variety in my delivery, and they say I'm coming across too monotone.
Fez, your link is only really going to work if you play with a contrast. So you've got the spa on the one side, it's very soft and demure, then all of a sudden you've got to amp up the energy and the excitement of the wall climbing. Also, because the link is quite long, you've got to play with the tonality of the way that you say it. All right, let's try one more time, and I really want to see that energy.
When trying to get away from the general hubbub of life, some people enjoy a more relaxed getaway, filled with spa treatments, body wraps, maybe even putt-putt. The rest of us enjoy a more high-octane, adrenaline-infused, hair-raising experience. Today, we're going to be conquering the wall climbing. At 8 meters tall, it's not the highest summits in the Southern Hemisphere, but it's definitely enough to get the blood going.
When climbing, safety comes first, so it's time to gear up and learn the basics from leisure attendant Simon Mukwena.
Tell me what I need to know to make sure I can go up and down and make it back in one piece.
Okay, wear your harness.
So, got
then
it.
Gonna put your helmet on.
Check.
And then gonna hook the rope on you. Then you're ready to go up.
I feel like Simon isn't exactly into it as much as I am. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not speaking over him, because I know that's a huge thing you don't want to do. But I just want to pull it out.
Okay, Simon, I've got my helmet, I've got my harness.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Let's make it interesting. Me versus you,
Yeah.
the winner takes the other person's shoes.
I can take you on. I'm going to take the advanced one. And then the least you can go on, take this average one. We've got a daily. Let's do this, yeah.
I know nothing about wall climbing. I am literally sweating in my pants. I feel like I'm gonna fall when I get on that thing.
Seems like you wear size 10 there, Simon. You're about to lose those shoes. Are you ready?
I'm ready, man. Okay.
On go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this guy.
Adrenaline pumping. Nobody knows what you can think about. Just trying to find the next rock.
I've got rocks coming in, there's a rope there. I feel like everything's moving in one go. And of course, I don't look into the camera because my heart's in my throat. Gotta do it again, man.
They keep telling me that this is supposed to make me forget about work. And they're right. All I can think about is the next rock. Climbing. I'm coming, Simon. I'm coming.
Yeah! Yeah!
Ah.
Got it!
Well done, well done.
Just lost the shoes, bro.
Oh. Those shoes were a gift from my mom for Christmas. Sorry, Ma. Actually, my body hurts. Maybe a spa treatment. A body wrap. A pedicure.
My segment went really well. It started off a bit rocky, but in the end, it all came together so nicely. I think I've got at least a shot at this.
Shannon Leibach is about to take us on an adventure of putt-putt and 10-pin bowling. Some tips and tricks for that first date. Take it away, Shannon.
Adventure golf and 10-pin bowling is not exactly a safari game drive or an aquadome, but I think I can find an angle that makes it relatable. First dates. When it comes to first dates, you might have done your hair, you might have selected your best outfit, you might even have the girl. Nice, but you still don't know where to take her. Allow me, Shan, to make some first-rate suggestions. I only go on first dates, so I'm about to use my experiences to really make it work and make it relatable and give tips on how guys can win their dates over the first time around. Guys, when it comes to a first date, it doesn't matter what you're doing, be a gentleman. Let the lady go first.
Why, thank you, Shannon.
Oh! Not bad at all, but we are seeking excellence. So let me give you a few tips. When bowling, keep the ball as close to the ground as possible. Number 2, keep your funky footwear on. And number 3, most importantly, have the bumpers up.
Shannon, you're a grown man.
Can Shannon save his date from a similar fate?
I want the bumpers up. I think I'm missing certain moments of comedy. It's something that I'm too stuck in trying to get the words out of my head to the audience. Hello? Tell me, how was your first date with me? Do I get a second?
My standards are kind of high, Shannon, so only if you strike.
Ah, but you know we don't play games, dog. We don't play games. That's how we do! Yes! I can't believe that actually happened. Disclaimer, I have never bowled a strike in my life, and for when it really counted, it's your boy Shan was there. Whenever I play putt-putt, I think about my grandfather. Because he always used to cheat. Damn it, grandfather. Look, guys, let's be honest. Not all of us can strike it out and bowl out, strike it luckies. Let's be honest. We can't all strike it out and bowl her over, strike it lucky. One more time. Everything is going wrong. Feels unnatural. The sun is too bright. I feel so fixed. And I just don't really think I'm capturing the fun of putt-putt. Look, guys, let's be honest. We can't all strike it lucky and bowl our dates over the first time round. So in that case, take her on an adventure. Adventure golf, that is. I finally worked up the courage to ask the beautiful Parys on a date. And she said yes. Well, she had to. It's adventure golf, right? It's fun, it's outside, it's interactive, and it gives you the chance to show off your skills. Parys, show your skills.
Next up, Musa Kaiser finds her rhythm on the banks of the Vaal River.
Water gives life, and I'm here to celebrate life at the Emerald Resort and Casino. My opening link is in a bikini that flows over 1,000 kilometers and joins the Orange River. Yes, you guessed right, I'm at the Vaal. How do I look? I don't even know. I don't even want to look. Yeah, I did it and it's over. It's gone.
To join her on the adventure, Musa chooses Zikona and Laurina as her river companions.
I chose Zikona and Larina because they were the two contestants that walked me into the new Musa without the weave. So I wanted to do this with them because I felt some sort of connection. It's my first time rowing. I really didn't know what to expect, but it turns out to be really something I want to do a lot.
I can't believe Musa picked me for this insert. And worse off, I can't believe I said yes. This is so tough. Never again.
Rowing is hard. My arms are sore and I'm saying, Musa, can you just try and make this look nice, right? Don't show everybody that you're suffering.
Rowing with Laurina is actually a lot of fun. It doesn't look very good, but you know, we're trying to work together, having some teamwork going, but it's probably a little messy.
Everything, just the relaxation action of rowing was an experience. I had so much fun canoeing. My arms hurt a little bit, but I guess that's a workout, right? And it's true. No wonder people say that water gives you life. I'm feeling exhilarated.
As the sun sets, Musa gathers around the fire to experience a drumming session with Moss from Drum Tribe.
And action.
What's a celebration without music? I've got one of the best percussionists in the country who's gonna help me turn up. Moss and I are starting a band. I've never at all had a drumming session or a drumming experience. I'm excited to do it.
Can I get a ooha?
Ooha! Hurpa!
All right, if your drum is flat on the ground, it can't produce any sound.
We're chasing the sun. So the one thing I don't want is to get on the bad side of my director. So I want to do really well. And that's how I'm feeling. Musa, do well. Do what you got to do. Listen. Rhythm is very important. I need to get it together.
So he just told you if it stops, there's a problem.
Yeah.
So rhythm is important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Got it?
And action.
One, two, three, four, let's go.
I am horrible at this. I lack a rhythm.
No way, no way.
So, Moss, tell me... sorry, can I take that from the top? The interview is going really well, but I keep on changing my questions and forgetting them. Sorry, so we can
ask
celebrate.
The heartbeat question, yeah.
Oh, is that heartbeat
yeah,
question
yeah.
now? What are the similarities between a drum and the heartbeat?
Well, the two goes together. And for a fact, a heart is constantly beating at the same rhythm, which is the same beat.
Rhythm is very important. I need to get it together so we can get this party on the road. You know, put my heart into it. We ready?
Ready.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Coming up, Zikona makes some new furry friends and Balissa faces her fears.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. Social media is vitally important to any television presenter's career. Zikona Mda found herself in the animal world aviary with some lessons on how to tweet.
I'm completely blown away because it's a resort after all, so you don't expect to see such an array of amazing animals. Such beautiful, striking birds. I'm standing under this. The early bird catches the worm. I quite love the idea of having my own personal and private feathered orchestra.
It's just sounding too much like a brochure.
Okay.
So you're just got to be careful. You've got to make it more personal.
It seems like I keep presenting in a very presenter type of way, and everyone's telling me to just be natural. I just love, hoping to catch the first, listen to those beautiful melodies. I just love the idea of having my own personal feathered symphony. I'm standing under this amazing aviary, hoping to catch the very important first meal of the day. Like they say, the early bird catches the worm, or in this case, a rather peculiar breakfast medley.
Interacting with the camera while working with animals is no easy task. But after a shaky start, Zikona takes the director's advice to heart and acknowledges the audience.
Hi, what is this little guy called?
It's an Amazon green parrot.
I see they love peanuts.
Yeah, they do.
So what else do you have in here?
This is what we call a flamingo mesh.
That looks very interesting. So who eats that?
So he calls it the flamingo medley, and then you ask him what eats this. Just ask the so what else eats it, or does this give the flamingo its distinctive color?
Okay.
Flamingo food might be for the birds, but the feeding continues. Perhaps Zikona will have better luck making friends with the lemurs.
So they've got quite a beautiful array of fruits and veggies that they're going to be eating. Where did they go? Did they go back inside?
Yeah.
There's one coming. Do they have names?
Yeah, they do.
So who's who in the zoo? Look, they're coming. We're going to entice them with some grapes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Oh.
They went back inside.
They went back inside. Will they come back outside? The lemurs are gone, and obviously I have to create a segment, but I have no lemurs. I think, okay, great, they love grapes. Let me try and lure them with the grapes. Oh, it's coming out. Do you have some more food? It's really crazy trying to get something out of an animal and they're not giving it to you. It's not like you can talk to them or explain, this is a really important shot. Can you guys just come a little closer? It's really difficult. Let's see if we can get this guy to come closer. Come on. Tough crowd. What a lot of people don't know is that lemurs are actually not monkeys. They are primates, but they're not actually monkeys.
Where are they from? Tell us a little bit more about them.
Oh, okay. A lot of people don't actually know that lemurs are not monkeys. They are primates, but they're not monkeys. They're from Madagascar. The lemurs are not giving me anything, so I decide to start throwing facts at the camera so that at least there's something to watch. I'm actually quite lucky to be surrounded by these beautiful animals. I was hoping to get one a little closer so that I can give them a little belly rub, but they're quite a tough crowd. I'm going to keep trying, but it seems like they're not really a breakfast bunch, maybe more a brunch bunch. Those lemurs really messed with me. I'm really hoping it's not going to be an elimination.
Balisa Tembe makes some new friends at Animal World and finds that opposites do attract.
My theme is friendship. Everyone can relate to friendships, even if you and that friend are an odd couple. We're all familiar with the power of friendship. So today we're out at Emerald World to get to know. Today we're out at Animal World. Animal World. Today we're out at
And where again? Where are we?
Animal World.
Animal.
Animal. My opening link is too long and I keep repeating the wrong things. We are all familiar with the power of friendship. Today we're out at Animal World to meet a very unlikely pair. Think Tom and Jerry or Pinky and the Brain. Introducing Bock and Bubbles.
That's the one.
Bock and Bubbles are so cute, but they gotta go on a bit of a diet. Having known the couple for 5 years, Sam has a very intimate relationship with the two. Sam, help me understand, how did this friendship come about?
A month when Bubbles was born, Bock was introduced to her, and then after that, that's when we saw that these two are going to be inseparable.
That's absolutely beautiful. And how long have they been friends for? My interview is feeling very stiff and formal. I need to be bringing more of myself into the interview. How do they make the relationship official? By moving in together.
When we tried moving Bock away from Bubbles, she would actually call Bock and then Bock would call Bubbles back.
That is so adorable. doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, for a long, long way to run. Okay, I should stop singing. Animal world is filled with such furry and fluffy friends. I wonder who Sam has to introduce me to. Oh, no.
With your snake.
No. I hate snakes. I hate lizards. I hate geckos. Anything slimy. I can't do it. No, wait. No, I'm not ready. Wait, okay. Oh my God. Doing my closing link with this snake on my shoulders, it can't be me. I'm sure my soul has been transported.
Despite facing her worst fear, Palisa is up to the challenge and manages to deliver a flawless closing link.
They say best friends are like four-leaf clovers. Difficult to find, but lucky to have. Hopefully me and Zoila here can start bonding. When that snake was draped over me, all pretense went out the window. I had no choice but to be me and in the moment. Can I kiss her?
Bella Mugodi used to host a safari-themed TV show in her home country of Botswana. Let's see if that TV experience gives her the edge on Presenter Search on 3.
I literally used to host a show that all we did was game drives. So this is a literal walk in the game park. I have links on hand. I'm ready. When the phrase early morning traffic is mentioned, I'm not speaking about bookies. I'm speaking about
sedans and buckies. Go back to 1.
I'm not speaking about sedans and buggies, but rather wildebeests. When the phrase early morning drive is mentioned, people normally think about the bumper-to-bumper traffic. But when I speak about early morning drives, I'm not speaking about sedans and buggies, but rather wildebeests and bookies.
Bello heads into the veld with game guide Philip Silibano to meet and greet some of the locals.
All right, so this is a male?
Yes, because of the horns are thicker. And again, with the horns, the twisting part is for you to check if it's, to identify it. It's like us humans with fingerprints.
Oh, so that's like their ID?
Yes.
Okay. Philip is the best person I've interviewed in a very long time. Although he's not used to the cameras, but he's definitely giving me eye connection, giving me the right answers. Seems like he has a little crush on me, but I'm never gonna see him again, so that would be sad if he actually liked me. He has a very strong neck. The structure of the body, does it help with the hunting and gathering of its prey?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's a herbivore. It's a herbivore, so...
Elands aren't predators, are they? They eat grass, right? Feeding an eland for the very first time in my life. He's definitely very hungry. It's not as bad as I thought, although my hand is covered in saliva. I'm glad I got to feed my friend Diesel. I would specifically make a bucket list written, feed an eland by hand, just so I can cross it out, because this moment right now is golden. Oh, he really wants the food now. Part of being a great TV presenter is like pushing yourself to things that you wouldn't normally do. Here I am trying to make out with this eland and it like does something weird and I panic and I literally almost kissed it on the lip.
Give Diesel a kiss.
Oh. He wanted to kiss me on the lips. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I told you Diesel is attached to me. This is definitely the bumper-to-bumper traffic you want to be stuck in. But here's a little fun fact. The only thing in common with the city and the game reserve is the zebra crossing.
Don't do the knee slap.
I do think I'm taking direction very well. I'm listening, hitting my marks. Yeah, I think I'm doing very well in this challenge. Here's a little fun fact. The only thing in common with the city and the game reserve is the zebra crossing.
That is beautiful.
Time really does seem to slow down when you relax, listen to the wind in the trees and Harmony Katalunde's voice as he presents his next insert.
I've decided to do something special with my segment and put a theme to it. I've chosen time and how it relates to people, their moods, and the different environments. They say there is a time and a place for everything. A time to get down and dirty within the bush, and a time for luxury with all the amenities available at your fingertips. But once in a while, you find a place that has a beautiful blend of both. And that place is right here, the Bush Lodges at the Emerald Resort and Casino. Wow. Kile, I noticed when coming up was that the cabin was on stilts. It made me feel like I was walking into the trees.
That is exactly the feeling that we're trying to go for. We're trying to get that nature and bushy vibe.
But one of the other things that I noticed was that it's so spacious, enough for families or couples. What would you advise for someone looking for a space like that?
Okay.
Yeah. Can we cut? It's going well until there's a couple of technicalities that I need to work on.
You started off so great, but your second question just became too long. You were taking all the content of our guest away from her. And Harmony, in most cultures, you take your hat off when you come inside, so take it off. Second question, all right.
Thank you. Fedora, Fedora, Fedora. Why'd you do me like this, though? The thatch roof, the balconies, I would have so much fun here. But who else would enjoy this place?
I think it will cater to everyone else because it's spacious, because you have your shared open lounge in the kitchen, plus your 2 bedrooms also. So it caters for everyone.
And that is so true. On the pamphlet, I actually saw that it said it was semi-self-catering. What does that mean?
All of them have kitchens. So you have the options of making your own food or ordering room service.
Ooh, room service. That means I can have breakfast in bed. Can we go have a look at some of the bedrooms? Wow, from the beautiful smell of the thatch roof.
Harmony, your hat is on again. Continuity's all off. I'm sorry, we have to do it again. Once more, please. Hat off.
Wow, from the wonderful thatch roof smell to the wooden finishes. What deco theme were you going for?
Emerald originates from Las Vegas, so we try to combine the African cultures. That's why you can see that we have the earthly colors plus the thatch roof.
And you've done it so well. I can see myself spending so much time here. I think after a beautiful night here, I'm ready for wonderful activities on the river. The irony is not lost on me that my theme is time and we seem to be running out of it. Sometimes you just need to take time to take it all in. And with such beauty and tranquility so close to Josie, I think I may have just found the place where time stands still. This feels so good. Now let's finish it off with a beautiful drone shot.
Coming up, Laurina goes shopping in Parys and Taviso heads off into the sunset.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. Laurina Machide makes the most of her money in Parys, and the small town locks itself into her heart.
Capitec Bank has challenged me to travel better in the beautiful town of Parys on only a budget of 250 Rand. My first spend, a refreshing cup of McCafe coffee. Let's go explore. I'm feeling pretty excited about the Capitec challenge, especially with the budget of 250 Rand. I mean, everyone wants to travel, but not everyone has the money for it.
To make the most of her budget, Laurina makes her first stop at an iconic shop that's almost a century old.
Established in 1929, Jalalpur is one of the most iconic shops in Parys, and it's a must visit for antiques and hidden treasures. I think it's a sign to look around. Hello, Musa. Wow, I feel like I have walked into a beautiful time machine.
We're trying to keep it as original as it is, to let people know what it looked like back then.
The interview with Musa is going so well. He knows how to give me what I want. We're going back and forth, having a good time. I remember these from my childhood.
I'll give you an idea as to how it spins.
Okay, great. Let me give it a try.
Sure. You're practicing.
This is perfect, so I think I'm going to take this and practice some more at home. But I'm looking for a lock. Do you have one for me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect.
Then two.
This is the perfect size. Well, I've got what I need, but don't worry, I will not be paying in pennies and pounds. My Capitec card has got me covered. After the coffee, the spin top, and the lock, I have around 180 Rand left.
After taking a stroll through the historical town, Laurina discovers the Cook Sister, a local delicacy that she's never had the opportunity to try.
As much as I may love the idea of Parys, I think I love South Africa more. And what better place than to have it in this? The fact that we keep doing this link over and over again is making me lose that authenticity that I first had when I tasted that Cook Sister. Let me get it together. I can do this. As much as I love the idea of Parys, I know I love South Africa more. Embarrassingly though, I've never had a traditional Afrikaans Cook Sister, but what better place to have it than in the Free State? I think I should try one, yeah? Wow, how have I been living my life without ever having tasted this? Think donut, crispy, dipped in honey. This is good.
There's more of Parys to savor. One of the town's most famous landmarks is the Suspension Bridge, built almost 100 years ago.
Built in 1919, the Suspension Bridge in Parys shares something in common with Le Pont des Arts in France, where lovers go to declare their love for each other with the lock. Today, I'm going to be leaving a piece of my heart in Parys. That love lock that I left on the bridge is definitely dedicated to my family. Absolutely love them and all their support. With the sweet taste of that Cook Sister still on my lips, there's one thing I can say for sure. There is nothing sweeter than spending a glorious, beautiful day in Parys for less than 250 Rand. Wow. The total spend for the day after that amazing trip was only 150 Rand, which means I had extra for a chocolate shoe. I mean, is there anything more me? Don't tell anyone though.
A sunset cruise and a celebrity interview doesn't sound like that much of a challenge. But Thabiso Makubela finds out that chasing the setting sun sure does crank up the pressure.
All the other contestants are here. At first I thought, that's fine, they must check me out slaying.
If you're looking for the ultimate way to enjoy the offland...
No. Always a step before you start speaking. Otherwise, the beginning of your link is going to be rare.
Okay, cool. If you're looking for one of the most ultimate...
You're walking way too fast.
Okay.
Those steps are like giraffe steps.
If you're looking, not 2 steps. I've taken a trip to the deep south of Joburg. Sorry, we did say that's... I've rehearsed it so many times that...
I spent the whole day practicing what would be my power opening link. Then it gets shortened and changed up. I'm just like stressed and uncomfortable.
On the river, without going down to the coast, to experience one of the finest river... cruises. One of the finest. To experience one of the finest river cruises. It's called the Liquid Lounge. Skipper.
Hi.
How's it going?
Welcome on board the Liquid Lounge.
Thank you. Wow, talk
Nice
about
to have you here.
Yeah, talk about an office with a view.
That's it, every day.
Everyone that's been here rants and raves about it. They talk about how the fact that it takes you on a journey of serene nature, birds chirping all over the place, and some of the most prime real estate in the country. How true is this?
Cut. Thabiso, that's far too long. You're asking question. By the time you've asked everything, you've taken everything away from our guests.
Okay, well, I guess I have to make it shorter.
This vessel takes you on a journey of serene nature and the finest real estate in the country.
Yes, it's Gauteng's hidden treasure, the Vaal River. We travel past the most prime real estate in the country, and of course at sunset, it's really something magic.
Now, a sunset boat cruise is absolutely spectacular, but what's the fun there if you can't enjoy it with someone really special? And that's why I've invited this special guest today to join me for this magical thing. My Capitec guest, Sammy Sosa, is here to tell us about how she's been living better in 2018. Sammy Sosa. Oh,
you look
my
lovely.
Goodness, an exotic explosion on the Vaal River.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Well, listen, you've had such a beautiful half to your 2018, juggling radio and TV as well as mothering.
Yeah.
How on earth?
I've always said that I could talk about this forever, you know, talk about family, talk about radio, television, my experience.
She is a dream guest. She's answering my questions so beautifully. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe she is the surprise 11th contestant. Now, in all of these things, what's the one thing you would say is the thing that helps you live better?
I love life. I really do love life. I think it's so important to travel. Traveling makes you more open-minded, and that is what just motivates me to do more, to learn more, to meet more people. You know, I'm currently reading a book. It's called A Guide to Fearlessness, and it talks about just facing your fears head on. And you can only do that with an open mind, an open heart, positivity and passion and compassion.
We're chasing the light. There's no time to waste. You've got to get it right the first time around. Now that is pressure, but I'm also feeling like I am working in the real show now. Talk about living. Sorry, what's the line? Oh, let your dreams carry you, baby girl.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Talk about, oh yeah, anytime, man. Talk about living better, loving life, finding balance, and of course, letting your dreams carry you anywhere. And right now, myself and Semi Sosa are about to be carried into the sunset. I really feel like I've got this. It was just like a nice flowing closing link.
Coming up, who will pack their bags and head home in the first top 10 elimination?
Bank better to live better with Capitec.
Each of the top 10 have had the opportunity to present their own insert. And after the main judges have viewed the footage, the journey will come to an end for one contestant in the first elimination.
I'm leading everybody into what feels like a slaughterhouse.
My heart is beating so hard. It feels like it's coming out of my chest.
The fun's over, the nerves are kicking in, and unfortunately our family's going to diminish, so definitely going to be a sad moment coming up.
Our judges have been hard at work looking at each of your individual inserts, and together with the presenter search on 3 crew, have decided on the 3 weakest performing presenters. The 3 names that I will call belong to the 3 presenters who are in the bottom 3. The first contestant in the bottom 3 is Zikhona.
It's an awful feeling. My heart literally drops. I mean, I love the way Papi says my name, but today I did not want her to say my name.
The next contestant in the bottom 3 is Shannon.
Honestly, with the amounts of takes we had to shoot, I expected Papi to say my name.
Our last contestant in the bottom 3 is Thabiso.
Nothing could have prepared me for this moment. To say I'm devastated would be an understatement.
Oh, this was nerve-wracking. Thank God I made it out.
At this point, I'd like to hand over to the judges for their verdict.
I'd just like to say first, congratulations. You're one of our best ever top 10s. What a collection of shining talent. Well done to you. And even if you are in the bottom 3, you've done a great job and improved in leaps and bounds. So well done. I'm really impressed, as I know Jeannie and DJ Fresh are.
In fact, I'm going to put my neck on the line and say you guys are pretty much TV ready. So you might be in the so-called bottom 3, but if I was doing a TV show, I'd easily pick one of you guys up already. So don't think it's the end of the road for you guys. And for the remaining 7, I think keep at it. You guys are growing all the time.
Moving on from this very positive feedback, unfortunately, to the negative side of it. Shannon, my boy Shan, you're so charming and you look so good on camera, but you don't need to try so hard to be funny. Let the moment happen, let it be natural, let the audience share with you in the humor of the moment. Your audience don't want to feel you're perfect and that you're better than them. They want to feel that you're a part of them.
Probably my strongest crit for you is that you can act, but you struggle to react. So you had the moments with the girls, and when they would give you something to work with, you kind of just stood there and laughed. You didn't know how to bounce it off them again, so you don't react well.
Be in the moment all the time. You can't afford to break character. I wanted to pull my hair out because I felt like, you know, you look good in front of the camera, why are you trying so hard? You need to stand in front of the camera knowing that I've got this already. You're not in the top 10 by some sort of fluke. You're here because we believe you deserve to be in the top 10. Stop trying so hard and just do.
The feedback is fair because it's something that I've been telling myself in the hotel room ever since I did my challenge.
Let's see if we can get this guy to come closer. Come on. Tough crowd.
Zikhona, you had the wonderful moment where you were with the birds, you were with the lemurs, and the lemurs weren't cooperating. That was a moment for you to elicit empathy from your audience at home. But you didn't make that moment happen for me. I didn't feel any empathy. I didn't feel sympathy for you in that situation.
I thought you were wonderful from the beginning, and today's shoot that I watched really frustrated me a lot because it looked like you weren't present at all. The crew and the park rangers had waited so long to drive the lemurs out of their little home, and eventually when they did run out, it was a non-event to you. You didn't capture that moment, which I thought was just a lost TV moment, unfortunately.
Zikhona, my main concern with you was so many wasted opportunities in terms of what else you could have given us regarding what's happening around you. I think the fact that you're surrounded by birds already is a lot of content that you could have fed off, but I feel like you slept on quite a bit of it.
I don't know what happened, but you were just so boring.
When I think about my segment and how it went, like, what they're saying is valid. I mean, I don't have anything awful to say to her because, you know, she's being honest about how she felt watching the footage.
I've taken a trip to the deep south of Joburg. Sorry, we did say I've rehearsed it so many times that...
Tabiso, you'd worked so hard and prepared your link into what you were going to do, and then the director threw you by asking you to shorten it and end with something different. You have to be able to adapt. Television is about thinking on your feet and making the most of each moment. And it's very important that if your director says, throw that out the window and do something different, you are able to do that. You have to be able to rise to the occasion and do what you're asked to do immediately.
One way to get a successful interview with somebody is to ask one question at a time. If you're going to ask 3 questions on top of each other, your subject won't know where to start, and they won't know which is the answer that you want first. So one question at a time.
And I think one of the biggest mistakes we tend to make in the media is we want to show off our knowledge. Almost approach every interview from a place of ignorance, that way your questions are short and to the point, and it allows your subject to shine more. It's about the subject, not about how much you know about the subject.
Some tough love from the judges, brutal feedback, but it's worth taking and running with. I didn't expect any of it.
Someone's dreams are about to get shut down. Like, this is so real.
Tonight, the person stepping out of the spotlight is... Zikhona. Zikhona, your journey ends on presenter search on 3. You may step out of the spotlight.
My heart just drops. I can't believe that this is it. It is the end of my journey. I can't, change anything, take anything back. That is it. Like, my time on presenter search is over.
I've managed to bond with Z since we first met, and I know how much she wants this. Knowing that her dream has ended now is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed my journey. I've learned quite a lot, and the whole experience is basically being one big presenter masterclass. So I really will take in everything that I'd learned and everything everyone has told me, whether it's crew or the producers, and so I'm really grateful for it. I feel sad that the journey is over, but I don't feel like it is the end.
There isn't time to relax in the world of a television presenter, because from this challenge and all of this drama, you better pack your bags, because the next challenge is co-hosting the Espresso Morning Show live in front of the whole of South Africa for the full 3 hours.
Espresso. Yes, babes, this is why I entered the competition.
I love the Espresso Show. It's live, and with this crazy family that we have, I think we're going to definitely own this one.
And there's no time to celebrate. You've got to pack your bags because this is happening tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
No. You mean like the day after today?
I'm like, girl, I have laundry. When am I going to do my laundry before the show?
Sheesh, man. You guys don't play.
Catch our presenter hopefuls on the Espresso Morning Show tomorrow between 6 and 9 a.m. And then catch all of the behind-the-scenes action as well as another elimination on Presenter Search on 3 next Thursday with a repeat on Saturday at midday on SABC3.
Stand a chance of winning a 2-night family getaway at Emerald Resort and Casino's Bush Lodge. The prize includes breakfast and dinner vouchers, a game drive, and entrance to the Aquadome for 4 people. To enter, tell us how many contestants were eliminated tonight. Is it A, 1 or B, 2? SMS the keyword travel plus your name and your answer, A or B, to 33728. SMS is charged at R1.50 per SMS. Free or bundled SMSs do not apply. Entries close on Monday, 9 July 2018, and the winner will be selected by a random draw. T's and C's apply.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe.
Another feel-good production.